Just a little note before we start. The first game here, Corrine Crosses Dead and Breakfast, was actually recorded very early in the marathon. I think it's about the 4th or 5th game I did. Just a bit of a heads up in case anything I say here makes no sense in continuity, and also the editing style I had for the earlier videos was a little bit different. I kept it back this long because I wanted to make a compilation video all the ones I liked the most in the same video, but then I got a really bad streak of playing 1,000 bad ones in a row. So I ended up going back and rearranging the order that I played things in so we wouldn't be going too many episodes without anything actually interesting. And I figured it was a bit stupid to just keep waiting forever for a mythical second good one which may or may not ever occur. Hopefully it's still enjoyable and my sheer joy radiates through. And in the extra time it took to get this out, I have presented the game with the highest of all honours, either drawing fan art of myself or Dr. Snap and the art style. Today we've got me. I shall be saving the Dr. Snap edit for the second good game. Hopefully this will bring me enough luck to actually find one. The Random RPGMaker Roulette! Massive pile of unknown games. Pluck one out, timer for 30 minutes, have a play, and see if we get something good. And now, welcome to Corrine Crosses Dead and Breakfast. This one immediately looks really good. I love this cool style of the title screen, it's all written out on one of those billboards, presumably the advertisement for the Dead and Breakfast. And I'm interested to see this spooky restaurant game. Also, just listen to that lovely, charming music. Oh, I love this art style already, oh my gosh! It's fully custom, it's not even pixel art, it's all hand-drawn. Did you bring flowers for Mrs. Styron? Yeah, Mum. Oh, we got dialogue portraits and we got fully drawn sprites on the screen. Oh my god, I love this art style too, it's so unique and cool. I love the vivid colours on her hair, the shine there. It's so cool. Good, go visit her tomorrow at the hospital and drop them off. I will. Try not to mention Gail. I'm already intrigued about this. The visual presentation is amazing right off the bat. This is leagues ahead. Not that games that use default RTP are bad in any way, but I always love seeing the kind of creativity people can put into if they have their own unique art style for stuff. You will mention Gail? Well, no, I'll try not to mention him. Gosh, Mum. Sigh. Listen, sweetheart, I really appreciate that you're doing this. You didn't really give me much of a choice. Corinne... I mean, isn't there anybody else who could do this? I never even talked to Gail after high school. I never even met his mum before. What am I supposed to say to her? I don't know, isn't that what they taught you at Rider School? What? No! Corinne, I'm sorry, but there just isn't anyone else. The woman is sick with grief. I mean, Gail was all she had. She's lost everything. Oh no! So we're starting off with a death in the family? At least you can do is look after her house when she's in the hospital, alright? Just please, Corinne, it's only for a week. I thought I was going to be having a wholesome, restaurant for ghosts. Oh, is this going to be, the first ghost we meet is this person? Are we going to be able to, reunite the ghost with his mum who's grieving? Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, Mum, it's just so weird. I know, sweetheart, don't worry. All we have to do is water the plants, get the mail, it'll be easy. Yeah, I can do that. There definitely won't be any spooky and ridiculous ghost shenanigans. Besides, this will be good for you, sweetheart. You can use your free time to focus on your writing a bit. You'll have to put that degree to use someday, right? Yeah, okay, I get it, Mum. You can always call me if you need help with anything. Thanks, Mum, I think I'll be alright. I have to go, my bus is here. Good luck, Corinne. I love little wiggly sprites. Yee! Animation's a little bit slow, though. But I'm assuming that's just because it's a cutscene. Oh my god, they got a whole, animated bus. The production values on this are ridiculously high for an RPGMaker game, holy shit. So they can be in the side-scrolling style too. This is starting to remind me of Cherry Tree High Comedy Club. That was another game made in RPGMaker which did not look at all like it was made in RPGMaker because they put so much effort into creative custom art. Oh my gosh, we got a full animated cutscene opening with credits. Oh my god, dramatic music! I'm running out of things to say because this is so cool. Oh, this is the bed and breakfast. Finally here, I'm exhausted. It is. We got an entry. It is reminding me of the one I mentioned before. It also had like a side-scrolling screen. It had like Persona-esque like time schedules and energy management and stuff. This is so cool. But that was like a pixel art style. This is like a fully like hand drawn. Oh my god, this is like picture book style. I like I'm running out of things to say because I'm just all I'm saying is this is amazing. Star and family bed and breakfast. This can't be right. So it's like going to be a situation where like we thought we were going to be house sitting for someone, but instead it's like they're like I guess like an abandoned bed and breakfast that the guy was running before he died. We can't seem to inspect anything. Oh, we can. Let's turn back and forth to inspect things. Okay. Excuse me, is this Mrs. Styron's house? Oh, you must be I love this character design. Oh my gosh, what a grimplegram. Please be my best friend immediately. You are giving me Dr. Snap vibes combined with Pearl from Steven Universe, and that is like the best. Combined with like personality, I'm getting like instant beams of like Karen from Pokemon, as in like the genre of grumpy Gramps as opposed to like cheerful Gramps. But it's still very mad scientist energy, despite clearly not being a mad scientist anyway. As far as I can tell, maybe it's going to be like you're a mad scientist and you're raising the dead. Yeah, sorry, how do you know me? Julia told me. I'm speculating everything already. I need to just get into it. Julia told me you'd be coming to look after the house. So this B&B is her home? Indeed. Oh, it's long since ceased operations as an inn. Simply a Styron family home now. Then why didn't they take a sign down? Oh, thank goodness, I wouldn't know anything about running a B&B. I bet you're going to start having to run a B&B. So you and Mrs. Styron friends? We've been neighbours for many years. My cemetery is adjacent. You can see it at the end of the garden path there. Oh wow, are you a mortician or something? No, I was a funeral director. However, like the bed and breakfast, my business is retired. Now I simply look after the property and tend to the graves. Wow, that's pretty cool. Indeed. Oh, little smile, we're making grandma friends. Julia rang and asked me to give you the key to the house. Here you are, Miss Cross. I'm developing a voice for here. The weird lady gave you the house key. You can open the front door. That's a cool effect, having when the text is like thoughts or like interface stuff, it's like faded out. That's so cool. Oh, thank you. Those flowers you have there, are they for Mrs. Styron? Oh yeah, I was going to visit her at the hospital tomorrow. They're no good. Sorry? Flowers that have been cut are no good. They've lost their roots, they'll rot quickly. Okay. Follow me. Don't dawdle, this way. I will follow you to the ends of the earth, strange mortician grandma. Take this. The weird lady handed you a watering can. It's empty. You can replenish it at the spigot. Spigot. That's such an odd word. I think that means like a tap. Press I to open your inventory. Try selecting the watering can while facing the spigot. Oh, I have a laptop. You filled up your watering can. You watering can for planting can. Is that enough water? I've never really gardened before. You've done well. This plant will be able to grow now. By tomorrow it will be in full bloom. Do plants really grow that fast? I guess it's like a gameplay convenience. You'll be able to take it to Julia at the hospital and it will not wilt like a bouquet of severed blooms. She has such a fancy way of weighing. I've got to admit, this is nicer. Thanks for the lesson, miss, you may call me Hermina. That is such a fancy name. I don't think I've ever heard the name Hermina anywhere before. That's so cool. You're an interesting girl, Miss Cross. I'll be keeping an eye on you. And then, like, eye pops out and starts floating around as a little ghost. I'm, like, 99% sure that she's probably going to turn out to be a ghost. Or, like, a zombie, or, like the person raising the dead, a necromancer. Some sort of, like, she's got a mysterious, cool vibe. Alrighty then. It's getting late. I'm sure you're exhausted after your travels. I'll bid you a good night. I bid you adieu, Miss Cross. Me, Hermina, the master of all fancy. I love the little fancy floofy sleeves on the little glovey gloves. But bye then. No, don't leave me, cool grandma. What a cool lady. I love this effect of like the vines on the house. To everything is so pretty. Still, I'm kind of excited to see this little guy in blue. Grandma, 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 grandma. Is there any way to like move faster? Because you are very slow. Oh, cool! So you have points for like when you can actually. That would actually be good. I think I'm going to leave that on because it is kind of hard to tell like what's inspectable and what's not. Because it isn't one. It isn't one of those. Okay, we do have an almost dash on. Yeah, that's good because the default walking speed is good. I think it is good to have clues on like what is interactable because it isn't one of those games where like pixelated things you can tell are interactable and like you can tell what's the background because everything is equally beautiful. They put so much effort into this. Oh my gosh. So this is it, the most beautiful video game in the universe. Like literally, how is this an indie game? How did you manage this? There's a TV on. Ah. Maybe I should learn how to cook. So reminded me of those old educational games where you could like click on everything to get little animations. That's a lot of chairs. They look kind of like spoons. Baloo! We have found Baloo! Wow, a sitting parlour? What's a sitting parlour? I've never heard of those. This house is kind of old-fashioned. Well, I would assume so if it was a home to a grandma. Or a ghost! Or a ghost grandma! Some sheet music, board games, and books for children. Ominously slow walking. Wow, his house just keeps it. It really do. But wow, this amazing art style just keeps it. Wow, the list of great things about this game just keeps on going. Better find a room I can sleep in. I'm exhausted. Guess this will be my room. I should put my laptop somewhere. Need a hint on which item you can intro? Yeah. I noticed that before we managed to. Whoopsie. Put your laptop on the desk. Perfect. Maybe I should write a little before I go to bed. I want to finish inspecting everything and like finding out what everything is first. Okay, that's a stair. Oh, it's locked. Another loo! There are so many loos! So much dedication to looery. Plenty of books in this bookcase. Read Gardening for Idiots. That will be helpful because it seems gardening is a thing we're going to be doing a lot of. Any idiot can garden! All supplies you'll need are available at the florist. You need pots, dirt and seeds. It's just going to be like one of those farming games. First you need to place a pot in a saucer, then fill that pot up with dirt. Sprinkle some seeds on the dirt and then water with your watering can. White flowers need to be watered every day, but other plants only need watered once a week. Oh. Soon you'll have a garden full of beautiful flowers. I wish it was that easy in real life. Cookbook here, but it would probably mean more to you if you knew how to cook. I'm assuming we'll gain that skill later on. Mysterious. Oh, I think this is Mrs. Styron's room. This is Styron's personal loo! This house has so many bathrooms. It's like the pure definition of fanciness. The variety of shits. Tech Instaface. Elise posted a status update. Did Gail Styron really die? What happened? Oh, that's our saving. That's such a cool, interesting way of doing it. Try to sleep. I guess I have to. There's nothing else left to do. I'll take a second to have a sneeze. He lived in this house and he's gone now. He was the same age as me. Well, that's really sad. Like, he died young? That's depressing. Oh, what time is it? Wish I could force myself to sleep. Oh, mood, same. The anxiety and somnolence is the worst. What the? Seriously, it's the middle of the night. Hello? Come outside. This is where the ghost begins to happen. What? Come outside, Corrine. Come to the garden. It is me, the ghost who wants bacon and eggs. What's that? Now you need to remember which way is down. There we are. Boobly doobly smoobly doo, boobly woobly boobly doo. Oh, it's Grandma! Hermida? Good evening, Miss Cross. What's going on? It's the middle of the night. You weren't sleeping. You're an insomniac. Yeah, how did you know that? You get a good sense for those things when you run a funeral home. Well, how do you know my phone number? You get a good sense for that when you run a funeral home. Julia left it for me. I suppose she thought I might be of some assistance to you, given my familiarity with the B&B. Oh, well, what do you want? Bampars and Bempuses. Come with me, and make sure you have some water in your watering can. Okay. We need to water the ghosts! We need to water the ghosts! Groast some ghosts. Oh wow, is this a part of your cemetery? Indeed, just one of many lots. I wanted to water this plant here, but it's already dead. It only appears that way. Its roots still draw water from the earth. Go ahead. You water the plant. You called out here in the middle of the night to water a half-dead plant? Hermida, no offense, but you're kind of... Stop being mean to Grandma! I know she's making literally 0 sense right now, but the grandma energy! I can just sense she's a good friend and not a villain. The plant isn't dead, only a little wilted. I'm sure the soul who rests here will appreciate some blooms on their grave. Whose is it? Is it, you know? No, not him, someone else. Many people have been interred on my property. What's the point of this anyway? They're dead. They don't care about flowers. Perhaps not, but it still matters. If you see a wilting plant, don't be so quick to dismiss it as a weed. Might just need some care and a bit of water. Okay. Life lessons with Grandma! Just wake up in the middle of the night, just drag you out into the middle of a graveyard to give you, like, life-affirming life lessons. Do me a favour and handle this yourself from now on. I prefer to rest at this hour. Okay, you are being a little bit of a dick, Grandma. Right, not really like I have anything better to do. I'll leave the gate open for you at night. Good things come to those who pay their respects for dead, Miss Cross. I will leave you to your restlessness. Good night, Miss Cross. See ya, Hermida. Grandma, be my friend. Grandma, be my friend. Will we get answers to the Grandma mysteries? Wait, was that little car always there? At least I managed a little bit of sleep. Okay, today I better go visit Mrs. Styron at the hospital. Oh, we got a little scooter thingy. Oh wow, it's a bumblebee scooter. There's a note attached. Miss Cross, this is Gale's scooter. Feel free to use it when you're looking after the house. The key is attached. Hermida. See, she is a nice grandma! Awesome. Oh, if I'm going to visit Miss Styron, I better not forget the flowers in the garden. Oh wow, the flowers bloomed. I hope Miss Styron will like these. You got the gift flowers. The glowers! Oh, this is going to be depressingly sad. Oh no. Miss Styron? Is that there? Oh no, this other grandma and she's really sad. I hope we can, like, resurrect her son as a ghost and reunite them. Who's that there? Please come a little closer. There's got to be ghosts in this, right? It's not just going to be like I'm living in a bed of breakfast where someone died in and like, there's 100% depression with like 50 different grandmas who are all very sad. It's Corrine Cross. You're friends with my mum, Nicole Cross. Oh, you're Nikki's girl. I appreciate you looking after the house. I wasn't expecting you to come visit me. Haven't had any visitors at all. Not even Hermida. She hasn't been bothering you much. Oh, Hermida, visit your friend! Oh no, she's been nice. She even helped me grow these flowers for you. You gave Mrs. Styron the gift flowers. Oh, they're lovely. That's very... That's very sweet of you. I'm sorry, my dear. It's been hard to find my smile since Gale... Oh! Excuse me, no! No! You have every right to be mourning your son. Like, holy shit, like, what happened? What is the mystery behind this? Like, what happened to make this guy die so young? No, I'm sorry, I can't even imagine it, that, he was such a good boy. You knew him, didn't you? Well, I don't know, because I've just been thrown in medias res into this game. I don't know the history of my character. So I'm gonna say not really, because I think so. Not really. We were the same year in high school, but we never really talked much. We completely lost touch after I moved out of state for college. Oh, I see. He was the sweetest boy, such a kind soul. I think I should rest now, dear. I hate to ask you to leave, I'm terribly tired. It's no problem, I hope you feel I hope you feel better! Ah, my feels! I'm getting smacked in the feels. Rest well, Grandma. I hope things get better for her. Hi, Hermina. Hello, Miss Cross. Did the flowers bloom to your liking? Definitely, they look great. Thanks for your help. How was Julia? She seemed pretty down. I don't know if the flowers really helped. They did. Sometimes the effect of an action is not immediately discernible. I assure you the sentiment will not go unappreciated. I hope so. I have some things for you. Hermina handed you some pot, soil and seeds. Gardening supplies? I don't think Miss Styron will really want any more flowers. Not for Julia. Oh, I'm sure she'll be glad that her garden's being tended to. Interesting, you have quite the green thumb. You can raise flowers and sell them to the florist for a bit of income. Oh, I guess that doesn't sound so bad. Like, you will start playing a farming sim. It was kind of nice seeing the flowers grow like that. I could use some pocket money. Good, here I'll provide you with the address of the florist. Now travel to the florist using the bumblebee scooter. You can sell your flowers there and purchase some supplies for growing new ones. Would you place a pot, fill it with dirt, plant the seeds, and then water them? Need some guidance? I believe Julia has some gardening books in the library. Cool, thanks, Hermina. My pleasure, Miss Cross. You just call me Corrine. I must put my way now, Miss Cross. Even a retired funeral director has little time for idling. I think the other graves are beginning to envy the one you tended to. It's got quite a pretty little bloom there. Good day, Miss Cross. Closes! Oh, sorry about you, Chloe! Oh, howdy there, name's Chloe. Haven't seen your face before, so what's your story? Hi, I'm Corrine. I'm looking after Miss Styron's house while she's in the hospital. You have such a nice colour scheme, Miss Chloe. No kidding, poor Julia. I heard Gail had passed, but I had no idea she was sick again. Maybe I should knit her a quilt or something. Oh, everyone's so sweet. Anyways, what can I do for you, Corrine? I'm looking after Miss Styron's garden. Came in to get some supplies and stuff. A neighbour told me. A neighbour? You must mean Hermina. How is that weird old Pat? Let me guess, she told you all about how her flowers need roots and all that, right? Yeah, she said, that kook. Oh, she gives me a lot of business for that funeral home of hers. Sends all the customers my way for their floral needs, you know. Of course I don't get much business from here now she's retired and all. Guess all that land of hers got filled up or something. Still, some people like to leave flowers on the graves and all. I get some business from that. Really sorry for talking your ear off. Just I get real bored sitting around the store all day. It's nice having someone to chat with. Anyways, if you want to buy supplies or sell me flowers, that'll be just fine. I got everything you could ever need. I guess I need one of all of these. Well, I already have these. So if I have 3 seeds, I need like 1 more dirt and 1 more pot, right? Now you take good care of Julia's garden, alright? I will. I'm glad Julia has someone to look after the house when she's in the hospital. I think I'll knit her a blanket and go visit. Oh. So where do we go to plant the flowers? Ah, more flower planting. Plant sorcerer, plauser. It's a little bit annoying to have to go into the menu and do all this over and over again every time. Like, we are kind of in the era where, like, just being able to click on stuff should, like, make it happen. It's kind of a bit of an old gameplay kind of thing. I guess we need to sleep now? Gail, this is a joke, right? Oh, it must be really depressing to just find out one day that your friend is dead. Oh, not again. Time for grandma interactions? What was that? Is it time for ghosts? Are we getting to the premise of the game? I know I heard something. Is it coming from one of the rooms? It's not the loo. Not the library. Not the lubry. Baseball, but that definitely was not there before. Yay! Ghost time! I was worrying because we only got like 5 minutes left on the timer. What the? Boo! What I want your soul! Just kidding, you get scared. Don't worry, I'm not a ghost, I'm just a normal kid. Aww! What are you doing here? Who are you? I'm Alex. I'm short for Alexandria, but that name is dumb. So I just tell everyone to call me Alex. Actually, want to call me the Annihilator? That's cool too. I think I'll stick with Alex. So, Alex, what are you doing here? I'm just playing. Do you know Mrs. Starr, the lady who owns this house? Nope, why? Where are your parents? They must be worried sick about you. Nah, they know I'm here. Really? Still, I think we should call them. No, they're sleeping. If you call them, they'll wake up. Mum says it's important to get a lot of sleep. You don't say. Well, how about you go to sleep now? In the morning we can call your parents, okay? Okay, I call this room. Good night, Miss Lady. It's Corrine. Good night, Alex. Well, that was a mysterious circumstance. I guess it's a B&B, so, like, people do stay here, but, like, we're just randomly staying with a kid now. That's mysterious. That's mysterious. There's got to be actual ghosts here, right? Like, I might go a little bit longer because it seems I'm not getting to, like, the premise of the game yet. I kind of want to go until, like, the intro is finished because this is actually really, really intriguing and good. 3 minutes left. Will something happen in those 3 minutes? I'm like anticipating this. I don't want the timer to happen. Was that a crazy dream last night? Is that little girl here? Oh, the music brightened up. Alex, where'd you go? She's not here, also. Good morning, Miss Cross. Hey, Herman, I see you're inside the house now. How is looking after the house treating you? It's been interesting. Last night there was some little girl in the house. I wanted to call her parents, but when I woke up she was gone. A girl, What was that, You're a very interesting young woman indeed, Miss Cross. Is it going to be like she was actually a ghost, and like we're able to see ghosts, and that's what we're going with ghost, and then it's literally going to be a dead and breakfast? Where does it get to the dead in the dead of breakfast? What? Why? Why do you keep saying that? You have an uncommon connection. Yeah! Now we get to the dead. You have an uncommon connection with the dead. It's very rare. Please, we only have a few minutes left to get to the establishment of the premise. I need to give a good advertisement of this game to the audience, because this is actually really, really, really good. What? Don't fear that connection. Okay, that was creepy-ish. I love the writing in this. I can't get out the door. I'm like panicking so much I can't get out the door. No, a letter from Mum. Corrine, thanks for doing me this favour. Thought I'd send some money to help out. See you soon. Love, Mum. Oh, that's nice. Maybe I'll go for another half hour. I mean, another 10 minutes. Hi, Mrs. Styron. Oh, Corrine, I didn't expect you to come visit me again. I'm happy to stop by. Can't be fun visiting a sick, depressed soul. I want to give you a hug. It can't be fun being sick and depressed. Like you need help. I don't mind. How are you feeling today? Still nauseous and fatigued. Struggled with this illness for a long time. My health had been improving, but when Gail died, Oh gosh, I'm sorry. That must have been very hard on you. It was. When my husband died, I was devastated. No, time! This is the worst possible time to time. I'm going to go for another 10 minutes. I can't. My husband died, I was devastated, but Gail was there with me. My feels! He helped me see through those sad times. I was so proud of him. He never let anything take a smile from him, and that kept me smiling too. But now Gail's gone, and I thought my husband's death taught me how to grieve. Nothing could have prepared for this. I didn't expect to be crying on like random RPGMaker stream. Miss Styron. I'm sorry, dear. kind enough to visit me and I reward you with all kinds of sadness. No, I want to be here for you to help. Helping is for sadness. It's okay, Miss Star, and I think talking about it is good for you. It's like you need help. And I want to be help. I suppose you're right, you need Gale, even if only a little. Somehow that thought comforts me. I wish I knew more about it to be able to help you. I should rest, Corrine. I'm terribly tired. Alright, I'll see you later, Mrs. Starron. I'm getting the bloody sniffles. I need to buy more for Lillian. I need so many flowers to give to her. It's going alright. This is my first time doing anything like this. I'm still learning the ropes. Oh, you get used to it. Plants are easy. I just want water and some sun. Oh, and some dirt. Maybe even some conversation. Conversation? Sure, if you're bored, you can talk to your plants. They're good listeners. Talking to a plant can help it grow, but maybe that's just an old wives' tale. I think it is true. I bet it's not like for the reasons you expect. It's because like flowers grow with like oxygen turn into carbon dioxide. So like literally like if you just breathe near a plant, it'll help it grow faster. So like talking is like one way of doing it. You don't necessarily have to talk. You just generally like a human being around a plant makes it grow faster. What do you talk to your plants about? Oh, you know, this and that. Heck, I spend so much time alone in the shop, I'd probably go crazy if I didn't have someone to talk to. Maybe I already am crazy since I talk to plants. Maybe. No, don't be mean. I didn't manage that very good with the math. Plants are good company. It's pretty boring looking after a shop all day after all. You must be bored too looking after that big B&B on your own. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll get some ghosts soon. It's not so bad. I need so many plants. I need so many plants to comfort this grandma. The awkward menus. The awkward menus. My only complaint so far is that the menus are a bit there. Oh wait, how do I talk to them? Sprouts being water just needs some time to grow. So I'm going to need some time to grow. Sleep. Ghosts. 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 Why can't I stay asleep? What time is it? It's because the ghosts. You gotta be kidding me, Hermina. Hello? Miss Cross. Hi, Hermina. Come to the kitchen, Miss Cross. I'm waiting for you with the plot twist. That was mysterious. Yay! Hi, Corrine. Let's play. Alex, there you are. Jeez, you really had me worried. Huh? Why? You disappeared. Well, yeah, ghosts only appear at night, you know. So you're a ghost. Yeah. You can't seriously think I believe that. Hey, will you play with me? Yeah. Okay. Yay, let's play hide and seek. Okay, I'll hide somewhere in this room. You have to find me in 20 seconds. Ready, set, go. It is ghosts! We are ghosts! Hee, try and find me! Yay! You found me! Yeah, good job. Alex, how did you do that? I told you I'm a ghost. There's no such thing. How? Cool, huh? This is crazy. I like you, Corrine. Let's play some more tomorrow, alright? Well, that was an experience. I think her face just kind of sums it up. Yay, another ghost. Hey, get out of the way, I can't see the TV. I'm a very wide man. Like, his head is like an expanding bread loaf. Excuse me. Yeah? Mind telling me what you're doing in my house? Watching TV isn't your house. Yeah, well, I'm in charge of watching it. If you don't get out right now, I'll call the police. You're annoying. Ghosts? Perhaps ghosts, perhaps. Perhaps ghosts. It's a wilted plant. Watered a plant. Yeah, so I'm assuming every time we get a new plant appearing, it'll be like a new ghost in the house. Like after all that time, like the introduction of a ghost was not dramatic at all. Just like, how do I deal with this? Hermina! You're looking a little shaken, Miss Cross. There's a strange man in the living room, and the little girl is back, and you're going to be staying here. You'll need to learn how to cook. What, Herman, I'm not worried about cooking right now. Please pay attention. Here, take this. Herman gave you 2 pieces of bread and a recipe for toast. Toast for the ghosts! Toast for the ghosts! I'm going to teach you how to make toast, the most basic dish. Toast, Herminer, I simply approach the stove and choose which recipe to cook. Give it a try. Try going at the stove! Choose some toast! Press enter when the gorge is green, don't undercook it or overcook your dish. Oh, so it's going to be like a fishing minigame but for cooking. Warm buttery toast, toasted to perfection! You made toast! Can I make more toast? You made additional toast! I make as many toasts as can possibly be toast. I'm dealing with my feelings by making toast. I need enough toast for all the ghosts. Ghost toast. How do you even pronounce like a pun of ghost toast? I guess it just goes toast, but like toast. Hey, this doesn't look half bad. Excellent job, Miss Cross. Toast is the most basic dish. Keep at it, I'm sure you can learn some more complicated recipes, provided the address at the greengrocer. You can purchase more supplies for cooking there. Now travel to the greengrocer. Cool, thanks, Hermina. But also, what about the ghosts? Eating well is important, and if any of the house is dead and they're hungry, you mean that man? I wouldn't know, Miss Cross. I'll be on my way now. Good night. So if the ghosts are hungry, are they like gonna haunt us? Hermina, wait. You'll be fine, Miss Cross. I just need a little guidance before they move on. I can provide that if you wish. What? Hey, mystery man, I got you some toast. I can't seem to talk to him. That's strange, it won't turn off. Oh, there, now I can. The highlighting area is a bit confusing. Oh, you're back. Yeah, I brought toast. Hey, so you're going to the kitchen to cook something? I'm hungry. Toast. I smell toast. I'd go for some toast right now. Toast! Here, I guess you can toast. You gave the man the toast. Good, thanks. Ghost toast, ghost toast, ghost toast achieved. So you're a ghost too? Two? You mean there are others here? Yeah. Oh. So toast could use some butter or some jam. I don't have any. Oh, you'd think a bread and breakfast would at least have good toast. Some ghosts are never satisfied. I'm gonna be hungry tomorrow too. If I leave you my order, will you bring me some food? Alex, you want some toast too? No, Alex. I guess now we must sleep. And that is where the 40 minutes mark has now gone. Okay. I'm really loving this game. Like, I'm loving this game so much I don't want to stop. This is so cool. It's like I think so far this is like the unquestionable best I've found so far. Maybe I'll find ones I like even more during this. But this is like definitely 100%. I'm going to continue playing this on my own time because I want to see where this goes. I'm glad I went a little bit further so I could get to the part where like the premise establishes. That's what the only criticism I really have is like some slightly clunky things with the interface of like having to like target things in this side-scrolling plane, which I think is understandable because like you turned literally a non-side-scrolling engine into a side-scrolling engine. Like that must have taken like so much programming power, and some things where like it seemed a bit awkward to have to go into the menu like over and over again to do like 4 different things of like the same items in the same spot. But aside from that, those are like minor interface complaints. Like aside from that, the only problem I have is that like it took a little while to like get going in the intro. If I'd stopped at just a half hour, I wouldn't have been given a good enough advertisement for the game. But like that's not really a criticism because like having like a good atmospheric intro that like builds up a little bit every day is like it's really good. And if I was doing this in any other circumstance other than like trying to do a quick summary of games, like I would have loved the intro being more fleshed out like this. I'm glad that I went a little bit more so that you could start seeing like how things are going. And if you are intrigued about where this is going, definitely I would recommend playing this yourself. And I'm going to be playing this myself, and I'm going to be playing like so much of this myself. I love all the characters, I'm so intrigued. I want to help the ghost with my ghost toast. I love it. What the heck? I'm gonna like go a little bit because I need to save because like I don't want to lose any of my progress here. Okay, what the heck is this? Who the heck taped this to my face? For ghosts! It's a nose for ghosts. Listen up, mortal girl. I need to collect some things for me. 5 candles, a piece of chalk, and flowers with intact roots. It's important. I know you're only staying for a week, so you better get the stuff for me before you leave. Got it? Z. Ooh, there's gonna be a 3rd mysterious ghost. Seriously, who knew ghosts were so bossy? Okay, saving. I really like this game. I really like this game. Coming back to add a little more to this after I got off and played the whole game in my own free time, and it was indeed as great as I expected. Genuinely, the only complaints I have is there's not enough of it. It does feel like it gets a little bit rushed towards the ending. Because it's like, well, you could probably predict from how it was going, it's going to be one of those when it ends, like, oh, the ghosts have to sadly pass away. But I felt like there are many ghosts coming throughout the story, and I felt some of them had like a fully developed arc, and some of them were just like, well, now is the moment I need to sadly pass away, but there's not really a logical reason why it happens, if that makes any sense. The general reason is like, oh, the ghosts pass away because you help them finish their unfinished business or something. But there are some which it doesn't seem like you did that at all. The grumpy guy who sits on the chair and watches the telly actually has like one of the most heart-wrenching, like, good, well-developed arcs of everyone. He surprisingly had his arc, like, realising he was actually really sexist towards his wife in life, and like how he saw like cooking is only a wife's thing and stuff like that. And now through the side quest, you help him to actually cook, and he learns like actually cooking is great. It's also really difficult, and I wasn't valuing my wife enough. And like, oh my god, now I'm dead, I'll never be able to talk to her again. It's really genuinely sad that this guy has like a breakthrough in his life about how to stop being a sexist pig when it's way too late. And it's really heartwarming how you help him to pass on and to know, like, yeah, I finally become, like, a good person at the last possible minute. And you assure him, like, even if he was a flawed man in life, I'm sure his wife did know that he loved her. And it's so sad. It's so sad. Then there's other characters, like, I played tag with this little girl ghost, and now she's totally okay with dying, even though I haven't done anything to solve the terrible, sad problem that she died really young and didn't have any friends and stuff. I guess it's supposed to kind of be like, I'm your first friend, but it's like, immediately after I become your first friend, now you're okay with passing. I don't even have to, like, spend time with you as a friend, heal your heart or anything. And it's like, the main ghost who, like, you can probably figure out who it is from, like, how the stories can set up. So, but the reveal, the final ghost you find is, like, really emotionally effective and, like, connects into the main plot and everything. Him just passing away, like, he's kind of given no reason for it. It's like you're given a in-universe magical way that a ghost can be able to be seen by normal humans again, and he's just like, no, I shouldn't do it, it's not right, I should pass on. But no real explanation is given of why. Not going to spoil it, but like, why this character couldn't use that to go and visit the person who has been left behind by them. Instead, it has to be resolved by him writing a letter that you give to that person. It's just it's very poorly explained why it's bad to use this magic to let ghosts be seen by normal humans. It's like, it's not good to defy the natural order of life and death by coming back. But like, if there is just a magic that can bring you back from the dead, and there is no side effects, there is no, you don't have to like sacrifice someone else's life to do it. It's not really explained why that's bad, except just the natural order. It felt like if they'd had enough time, they would have been able to fully explain these things. It did feel like they were implying that the magic did have some kind of negative side effect, or like it would be bad in some way, but they just didn't fully explain into it. And I do feel like it was kind of rushed. Like we have to wrap, we have to give an ending to all these ghosts, and only a few of them have really had enough screen time. The ones that were introduced early on have really had enough screen time to like, yeah, it makes sense why I want to pass on now. Because it is odd that they all want to pass on at exactly the same time, just for the fact that it will be more dramatic in the story. What's good actually is the game has a new game plus where you can play through and you can see like extra additional scenes, which is interesting. It's like, it doesn't change the story in any way, it just gives you extra scenes behind the scenes. Like all the ghosts that you hadn't found yet at that point, you see behind the scenes what they were doing before you found them, and you get like a little extra insights on like the world building and stuff like that, but they still don't explain why the magic spell to bring it back from the dead is bad. Like what I was vaguely getting from what they were trying to imply for the dialogue is like, maybe it's bad, like it doesn't really bring you back from the dead, it's just like a spell to make a ghost look like a human, they'll still be like undead forever. But again, they don't explain why that's necessarily bad. If it's like you are just you look dead, you look alive, but you're still dead, but you can still go back and see all your family and live a happy life. So again, if they'd gone into all flesh, if they'd explained like, oh, it's like, but you'll still be like immortal forever, you'll have to watch everyone around you die, you'll never age, you'll have to deal with like how stressful and scary that is. What if everyone distrusts you and sees you a monster, they find out the truth? If they detailed into more, I would have understood why universally every single character makes the decision that they don't want to use this spell, they want to just pass on. Also, the weirdest thing is that the reward for completing the New Game Plus is that you can actually use the spell and it does succeed, but the game has no new ending for it. It doesn't even have like new dialogue saying, oh, now we've used the spell and it works. It's, you try and use the spell and the game literally cuts to black, cuts to credits, and it's just like, oh, by the way, the spell succeeded. And there's no new ending, there's no like what happened, the fact that you used the spell on this guy without his permission when he wanted to just pass on. There's no like emotional fallout for that. There's no idea what's going on. It's just they gave you the choice to make the bad ending choice in the New Game Plus, and they didn't show you it. So is the implication in this version it did end in a good ending? He did get to come fully back to life? Like, was that why it was bad? It was that the spell was risky and it wouldn't have worked the first time? I don't even know, because that's what happens if you play in the main game. If you do take the bad choice, the spell doesn't work anyway, and all you've done is you've shattered your relationship with this guy, and he gets a really sad bad send off, and you don't really fully get to say goodbye, and like that's really crap. I felt bad that I was being punished for like making a choice which the game didn't fully explain why it was bad. Obviously the bad point is that you're doing it against his will. That's why I didn't pick it on my first playthrough. I only picked it afterwards to like see what happens. But like, I don't agree with his decision that it was objectively somehow morally correct to just die and not have any more happy days ever again just because it's a natural order of things. And also it just seems so strange how it ended of like, and he gave you a letter to send to the person he wants to see again, but he will not actually see them again even for 1 minute because it will be too painful to say goodbye to them compared to leaving without saying goodbye. I didn't get it. It did feel quite rushed, and that is a bit of a shame. But the New Game Plus was interesting, the new scenes were interesting, and it just felt like a missed opportunity. It didn't add new scenes which explained more of like why the moral choice happens in the ending. And maybe it's just that I don't share the same morality views on ghosts as the creator did. But I feel like if you're playing a game, it helps to explain why the moral choice is being made. I've played plenty of games where like I don't agree with like the moral choice being made, but it explains why the character is making it. I'm like, yeah, I can understand from their perspective and everything. I personally would have written it different, but I don't think it doesn't make sense. But here it was a really great game, and in the last minute it just felt like it was a little bit rushed and didn't explain itself. But I cried like a fucking bitch like 10,000 times, and it is objectively the best story I've played in any of these RPG Maker games in the entire marathon so far. It is like so fucking good, and it wrung genuine emotion from it. It gave like really good character redemption arcs for Grumpy TV Man. He ended up being my favourite by the end. I hated him the first time I met him. I didn't hate him, I found him like funny bad, but like, oh, and then it's just, there's so much. I've really cared about this character. That's why I cried so much that they all just pass away in the end, and why it felt like it was so rushed. I didn't have a good enough time to say goodbye. But you say goodbye by making everyone a really big breakfast together. Like that's a side quest. Is like helping the formerly sexist man become not sexist helps you have a better ending send off in the end, because he's like, I want to make a big happy breakfast for all of my ghost friends to like have us say our final goodbye and pass away. And if you do his side quest, you get more added to the scene and the passing away in the end, and it really felt like a reward for like persisting and like going from like doing the hardest route of like redeeming the hardest guy. And it's just, I really fucking cried. I cried so much, him like finally giving a genuine smile at the very end instead of hiding it behind like 50 levels of sarcasm. And God, this game really like wrung me dry of tears. It is so good, and I really recommend playing it yourself, especially finding out the twist yourself at the end, because I'm not going to spoil it. I was saying there is one additional ghost at the end who you'll cry extra more for. And that's also an interesting thing on the New Game Plus. It's weird, like you don't get a choice to choose whether or not you romance him. It's like in regular playthrough you don't romance him. In the New Game Plus you get a romance plot with that ghost, but he still passes away either way, and it's really, really sad. It's just like, New Game Plus, your reward, extra sadness. Also, the New Game Plus had some random cameo characters who like seemed really out of place, and I didn't really understand what they were there in the plot. And it seems they might be like foreshadowing for the next game that this company is going to be making, so that's interesting. So yeah, that's my whole review. The best, my only flaw, it went over too fast, and it's a really good little slice of just a really great story and really great characters, and I cried. And you play it and you cry too. You cry your fucking eyes out, so help me God. Oh, I've also learned in the time since I first recorded this that there's going to be a sequel to the game called Herman Illumin is Only Human, starring the backstory of the cool grandma that I liked. And I heard about this, and I didn't even piece together this was the backstory of the cool grandma I liked, because it's in a completely different art style, as you can see, so I didn't recognise it was the same character but younger. So I'm really excited about hearing that now. There haven't been any updates on it since 2021, so I'm not sure if it's still in production, but it's got a Steam page that you can wishlist, and fingers crossed it will come out. All we really know is that she's a witch, and that makes sense about her. This thing is going to have a day and night system, and Hermina can romance 3 girls. Hooray! There's going to be multiple endings, unlike Corrine Cross, where it was just like you have like a New Game Plus mode and it's like good and bad version of that. It was kind of like variations on the same ending. There's going to be a lot more different mini games too. You can do gardening, you can do baking, you can do potion brewing, you can do funeral planning, and the goal is to put together the funds for your father's funeral before the end of the game. It seems like going to be a bit dark in tone. Not that it wasn't in the first game. I hope it's still going to have as much endearing awesomeness and wonderful characters to get to know, and just, I want to hear the backstory of Crab. Well, that instantly got me really hyped knowing that's what it is. Best of luck with development, developer bad joke, and thank you so much for making a wonderful, wonderful game. Best of luck making 2 wonderful, wonderful games. And thank you for knowing that the grandma is the most important character of all. God, this is like if they made a Dr. Snap backstory spin-off. I'm so excited. She was my biggest fave. And next is Sweet Lily Dreams. This one I actually had a lot of trouble running for some reason. It has generally been multiple years on like multiple different computers with different operating systems. I've never been able to get this game to run. And I finally did figure out how to do it. It was something about compatibility issues with like data protection or something. But I did so much that I genuinely can't remember what I did to finally get it working. I'm not sure which of the many things like troubleshooting online that actually worked. So I'm really sorry. I can't help if anyone else has been dealing with the same problem. My mind is shattered from I stayed up all night trying to fix it. I finally got it, so this is me in the next day, starting afresh, here to play, and I've forgotten everything I accomplished. I'm so sorry. Anyway, really cool looking title screen and some kind of furry creature. I guess it's like a skunk patterned wolf thing? Is that the Sweet Lily? This is a funny case where I did not get this game in a bundle, but it's been so long struggling and trying to play that I have forgotten everything it was all about. I thought it'd be funny if I don't actually look into it and figure out why I did buy it. If I just go in this blind, I think that'd be funnier. So let's have a go. I really like the title screen. I like when they have like unique options for like start game and like end game. New dream, wake up. It's neat. Let's start a new dream. Let's start our timer. Oh yay, unique sprite styles! Very tall sprite styles. Oh, unique speech bubble tiles. Oh, no, still working here when you wake up. I hate when cutscenes like go without you clicking. Sleepy time now? I was trying to comment on how nice the room looked. Don't run away with me. If you sleep, you'll see him in your dreams. Or on that trip to Romo, perhaps. Minmo? Going to be characters for my books too? Okay. Sure, honey. It's your dream after all. I wish I knew how to lucid dream and just dream about whatever I wanted. Sweet dreams, Lily. Okay, so we're inside the dreams of this person called Lily, and the cutscene is going very fast, and I missed like half of it. I was just trying to say it's a nice, like, unique, very, very tall art style. Oh, fancy title screen appearing. Sweet dreams, Lily. Is it supposed to be pronounced Sweet Dreams Lily, not Sweet Lily Dreams? Because if so, that's not very indicative. I assumed that the character wasn't called Lily just from the grammatics. I thought it was like dreams about a lily. But yeah, what I was trying to say before it rushed ahead of me, really like the sprite style, unique sprite style. It's got like, they look like they weren't pixelated, they look like they were like drawn chibis that were moving. So, ooh, neat. Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, again, another one I'm going to praise. Good way of introducing a tutorial. I hate it's gone so bad that I'm praising basic tutorials for actually working. Oh my gosh. Also, it's one of those ones which let you use mouses. Okay, and if a mouse icon changes to show what you can interact with, I may as well try and do the mouse controls because they tend to be more useful. Yay! Mouse over, mouse over. I wonder which RPGMaker was it that this particular control style was useful? Because we've seen a few doing this. Is it like VX8? Is it VX? I know, what's it, that game To The Moon did it. That's what I'm not going to do for this marathon, because I feel like I'm the only person on the planet who doesn't like To The Moon. And I think it might be because I'm an autistic person. I don't like how it gets so much praise for having autistic representation. For me, I don't really like how they did it in that game. It feels like a bit offensive to me. I don't think they were intending it to be, but it just came off as like, oh, this game weirdly has a lack of sympathy for the autistic person despite saying it does. And I just felt really, really sorry for her, and I felt really frustrated that her husband was being so awful, and yet the game was portraying it like, oh, it's a natural misunderstanding between autistic and non-autistic people. There is no possible way he could have resolved this, like, just asking her what the origami rabbit means, or saying, I don't understand what the origami rabbit means. No, instead, 10 whole ass years of not asking what the origami rabbit means, and then, like, on his deathbed, he asks for, like, help for his magic, psychic, dream-exploring people to find out what the origami rabbit means. Why did you not just have a conversation with your wife? Anyway. Found a minor potion! Yay! Found a major potion? Found a blue sea salve. That is hard to say 5 times in succession. Yeah, this is very Kingdom Hearts vibe. Like, even the music in the background sounds really similar to the ambient music of this scene. And tutorial, like, open these 2 chests and a new portal will appear. Very, very Kingdom Hearts. Ooh, this is a cool way of doing your credits. Having them appear after every tutorial section. Ooh. Horse! Horse! Kingdom Hearts but Honsi. Ooh! Rotating sprites. Those are really well done. Oh, so we have some kind of party interface on the side. I guess is it one of those ones you can choose who's the front of the party? Oh, okay. When it's saying there's items used on hotkeys, it makes me think is this going to be an action battle game and I'm going to be really, really bad at it. Okay, so what do these mean? Is it like selecting your weapon in Kingdom Hearts? Choose the flower of water, but yes it is. This is very Kingdom Hearts. I did not expect Kingdom Hearts inspiration from the skunk furry game. Then again, Kingdom Hearts and furries, they go together like ice and more ice. I don't know what that metaphor even is. I'm going to pick the ice. I was going to say ice and lemonade and that somehow got away from me. Receive the elemental power. Again, not sure about making a choice early on in the game, not knowing what you're supposed to be doing. In Kingdom Hearts, it was like, do you want to choose between, like, mage or fighter or somewhere in between? That was a more understandable choice, but here it's like, I do not know which element is, like, necessarily better. Oh, we get to choose our outfit. Neato. I'll pick the one with trousers. Choose the garment of thunder? Oh, so should we have picked ice and then ice again? Or would this be giving us, like, dual wielding powers? Because I don't want to pick I'm presuming the one on the end is ice. I don't want to pick that because I don't like it. I want the only one with trousers. Yay! That is weird to start the game as a character with trousers and give you only one potential trouser option. Also, it's weird that they made that unique asset of you in the pajamas only to use it for one single screen and nowhere else. It just shows how much has gone into this game. They can sparingly throw around great unique assets for no reason. Ooh, that's an ominous scary effect. A slightly slow ominous scary effect. Bed friend! Bed monster friend! Bed monster friend! Bed monster friend! Wakey wakey, bed monster friend. Ah, no! No, you're not a friend, you're actually a foe. I like that art style of the character portrait. It's really neat how unique the text boxes are actual speech boxes coming from the character. Anyway, what? Why has our bed become a foe? It's so cute, I want to hug it. Daddy, Mommy, help! I have lightning and ice powers! Wow, I have magic! And lightning and ice powers, and trousers. Come on then, bouncy bouncy. Ooh, that's a really nice looking interface for the health and magic. I love that. Oh, and our portrait even changes to match our outfit too. Each character has health and magic. Okay, basic, usual expected things. Oh, and the menu's on the top for some reason. Bogeyphobius. That's such a fancy name. That is a little bit awkward as an interface to have the stuff on the top. There is like so much empty space. But yes, and maybe this will be taken up by more party members later on. We have no skills. Oh, we clearly used this. Okay, I guess our basic attack is ice. I was gonna say I thought we used a magic skill in the cutscene. So our basic skills are also magic. That's a really well animated bedle thing, and I wish that could be my friend. This is a very not interesting first battle. It is just bonky bonky bonk. It's always a bit of a shame when games are like, hey, first battle, use attack, and then like. It's such a weird thing to have a first battle as an enemy with a large amount of HP when all you can do is just basically attack. It just makes it you take longer and it draws more attention to the fact that the battle system is currently very boring. Also, it's weird how only her legs seem to be animated. Yes, this is great, very great. Squee! He even makes cute noises. Oh, that's sweet. That went so fast I could barely read it. Wow, that was exciting. Why are we in some sort of gently moving train carriage dungeon? I guess it's a dream. That's going to be an excuse for everything. It doesn't matter. Yeah, where am I? I'm on some ship. It's a dream. Things don't have to make sense. Okay, so that's what we have in the actor. I was thinking, I'm relieved it's not an action battle system, so I'm really, really, really bad at those. So that's why I have a thing on the bottom. It's going to be like a point-and-click adventure. I'm also really bad at those. A pole hook stands against the wall. Takey, takey. And then I can use it to... How do I use it to? Can you hang that over it on the wall? Select. Okay, that's good. I wouldn't let me select it before I click on it, but that's good. Like, once you click on it, it lets you select. That's good to know. I don't have to constantly be managing it all the time. No, our pole hook. Unlock. Unlock, unlock, unlock. Really cool parallax background time. Multiple layers of scrolling too. Oh, that is a really cool ship. That's clearly drawn and not sprited. That is very, very good. I like the art style. Is everything in this game actually drawn and not sprited, just like scaled down? That is really cool. Okay, we can move. Oh my god, I love that design so much! I love you, Scruggly friend! No, you're Scruggly foe! No! Oh, buds and pals? A horse? A horse and some kind of chewed up head. Okay. Oh, you're a dog, not a horse. You look like a horse, Blue Spy. Are you the one from the title screen? You look totally different. You've got the same kind of stripes, but they're pink instead of white. Anyway, you look kind of like a Don Bluth movie. You say You really look like a horse on your sprite. Don't worry, miss. We're here to save you as I dislocate my jaw. Shush, Faith. Focus. You can't screw up another mission. I like you, Curly. You're a scruggly friend and pal. I can't even identify what you are, and I love you and I cherish you. We've got this. Have you got the fairy godmother's fire wand as well? Yep, of course. What are you waiting for then? You said on that focus. Are you a pirate? Also, your eyes are brown on the portrait and then green on the sprite, and then your eyes are green on the portrait and black on the sprite. Right, let me just activate it. Prepare to be erased, you beastly thing. Nope. Faith! Sorry, it's just below the deck. I'll get it back. Girl, what's down there? I guess there's like a gunpowder cabin? Oopsie doopsie. Hunt. Faith, come back up here right now! I can't roll my R's, this is going to be really hard. It's birding, jump off. Okay, there's no graphic for the supposed birding that's happening? Now there is. Yay. That was a very confusing everything at once cutscene. And now we're sliding our walking animation sideways while semi-transparent. Okay, that's a really, really, really weird animation. Okay, holy buckets, my reading... Are you ignorant from Final Fantasy 15? What the fuck is going on? Holy buckets, my readings are too high. I'm gonna need a bigger chart. They don't sell charts in the middle of nowhere. Tis tis, such a lack of foresight. Also, I've just noticed that it's in Comic Sans. You seem to look entirely different in every single emotion face you do. My mother's corny about it's a hole in the market. Truly, who could be so blind? What is anyone talking about? I guess this is a dream. Is it going to be just like it's a dreamless excuse for every single thing? Like the animations are weird. It's a dream. The talking is weird. It's a dream. Maybe it'll make more sense when I get into. But if this game really is just it's a dream and a bunch of completely random stuff happen, I can see I probably won't get very invested in this because I do tend to prefer like story-driven games. But it's really graphically impressive and interesting, and it could be like really fun for a kid to play this. Then again, I don't know how dark or undark it is, whether it's one of those ones where it's like, we're inside the psyche of a child and really surreal, terrifying things happen, or if it is just like a wholesome, funny dream game with your pet dog and little demon friend. What is giving this kind of reading anyway? Cough. Voice who be alive. What? Voice who be alive. Did you just get a concussion? There must have been something remarkable on that ship. I must get the others to assist in fully searching the wreckage at once. Survivor, hey! Oh, my buckets are in bad shape. Quick, think, Enge, think. The elixir, right. Here, try not to bite me while I make you drink this. You'll recover, surely. Clink, clunk, clink. There, you'll be alright, but I'll require more of these if there are any other survivors out there. I'll have to leave you here for now. Have to run to camp and get the others here to help. Stay put now. Bonk. It's really weird how, like, they don't animate anyone's hands. That's a really noticeable strangeness. Like, he gave you the potion, but he didn't give you the potion. But then, like, they were animating, like, dramatic leg movements during battles and stuff. Maybe this animator just can't do arms. Stay put, I'm sure you won't mind if I look around, huh? I don't know why we disobey the orders of like a literal doctor to just save our life, but okay. So our protagonist is not the one we were introduced to in the first cutscene and customized. It's this random dog horse. I guess it makes sense why I don't know, is it she or he or they was on the title screen. That is dumb for me to assume she just because pink and eyelashes. Pick up 2 magic gems. Okay, I can't walk over those flowers, they're too large, but I can walk over these flowers, they're not too large. Can I pick up this rock? Pick up the rune stone! What is the rune stone? Wait, that's a save button? Why is the one that looks like an item button a save button? Yeah, save and load look like items. Where is my actual items? Crafting. Okie dokie. I would say, like, do our items just don't automatically appear on the bottom, but they clearly don't? How do we change what's in these slots? Options, diary, skill, Faith. Faith has an adventurous spirit and loves to go out on missions. Though always trying her best, her clumsiness and nonchalance can lead to dangerous situations. I don't feel like that was portrayed very well in the cutscene because it was not her fault at all that she lost the magic wand, but oh well. I guess there is no way to see the item we just got. Okie dokie. Maybe it was a crafting material, not an actual usable item. That's strange because you'd think runestone it would be something or other to actually do. Ah, you're alright now then. Good, we'll keep an eye out for other survivors. But I'm not sure if I'm happy to have found you. Well, of course I am, but you're here to show me I'm bonkers. I don't understand what anyone is saying. See, here's me speaking to a dog, yet I feel oddly normal. I suppose insanity is a rational adjustment to an insane world. So is this a world where everyone is dreaming? Well, like 5,000 people's different dreams mixed together? And now I'm quoting to dogs. You aren't mad at all that we disobeyed your orders? Okay. And you must be the extraordinary creature Enge spoke of. You should count your blessings for surviving that ship crash. We were just contemplating how to get our equipment safely out of the rooms up ahead when we saw the explosion. A dragon attacked you, did it not? Yay, dragon! It was cool. I look more like a bird type thingy. Look like Chimera from Dragon Quest. Fearsome creatures they are, mayhap a valid subject for our next research. Yay, we've met science friends! As it happens, I'm a professionally educated medic. Would you like me to heal you? Well, no, because we just got healed. Spark dust. Again, nothing that didn't appear. We can't open this chest. That was a weird bit of lag. Who are you? Are you a dog? But you're talking. Yeah. So there's no plot progression talking to these guys. I guess we'll just continue wandering around vaguely in circles. Maybe we're looking for Lillian and Lillian Curly? Some kind of temple. Scav! That's not a very complimentary name. You! What? All capitals. My ignorant, moronic, rash, flamboyant. No, not flamboyant. You! 1,000 times you! I'm not a phobius, I swear I didn't. Where is any of this? Yes, I know. Wait, what? Well, no matter, my assistant told me he used a precious drops of elixir on a furry dog. A furry dog with a flower. So Enge, the man who saved me, he's your assistant? Yes, he is. Why is your name in all capitals? Actually, I take it back. I'm glad he used the elixir. You have a certain skill flower. Everyone's changing their mind 5 seconds after they say something. This is very strange. What's going on? Enge, I take it back. You are not moronic. Perhaps ignorant, but not moronic. Do you know what you saved? A dog? Weird fur? Maybe a ship dog? Oh, I don't see a wooden leg. I reinstate you as assistant of me being smarter by comparison. I do at least like their back and forth. You, my dim-witted saved our... Good grief, it's those creatures again. What creatures? I've been quiet so far because I can still hear water circulating in my head and it's disturbing. That roaring one just now, what was it? Monsters, weird since... What? You have water in your... Okay, I'm really confused. So are you like a plush toy and like you've got like imbued with water or something? Or do you mean like, hey, I'm having a literal medical emergency, like there was a skull fracture, water has gotten into my brain, I don't even. Monsters, we had settled down within the ruins, documenting the strange symbols on the walls where we were ambushed by them. What's the difference between a monster and like, are we not also a monster? I would clarify that as a monster, like a weird like pink skunk dog with flowers growing on her head. We escaped, but we had to leave our equipment behind. Phobias. Hey, haven't happened to have seen my friend pass by. She's a cat, her name was... That was a cat? That was like a demon thing. So they're both girls, okay. They're both girls, the demon thing is a cat, the horse thing is a dog. A cat named Curly? What else? No, you're the only survivor I've seen. Perhaps Endgame, we saved our saviour. And why is that, like, our save? Why is that emphasised? Would you be so kind as to return the favour, stranger? Will you retrieve our equipment? I guess I have no other choice? Great, do not worry, we only need our notes and devices. We left them in a brown bag. Some food would be nice as well. We've got food, Endgame. Not enough. Just go inside and take the first turn left. We'll leave our equipment at the end of our hallway. To make sure you don't die, talk to Ray at the camp. He will supply you with some healing items. I'm going back to Illista. Good luck, you furry dog. New quest graphic! That was a nice graphic! Where do I find our quests? Misc? We've got accessories, achievements, okay. Where is quests? Here is quests. Quest is called Diary and not quests. Okay. This is the second one we've made in a marathon so far where it starts the game with no explanation of what the fuck is happening and then you have to go into the quest menu to find out what the fuck is happening. Faith and Curly have been sent up by the fairy godmother in Rosario to erase phobias for nightmare creatures from Lily's dream world. Okay. I really wish that had been established in the cutscene. I guess maybe I can forgive it more in this game because it's clearly going for some kind of like surreal confusion on purpose as part of the dream aesthetic, but I still, even if that's what it's going for, it's not particularly what I actually like, so I'm allowed to say that I prefer games with like, they at least let you know what you're doing at the start. Okay, let's go back to the guy and get our healing potions and then presumably do some battles and adventures. You are the guy, you are the guy, you are the guy, sand bananas. You're going to help us get back our things? How, by barking at those creatures? Haha. Regardless, here are some potions. I'm sure you'll need them. Are you a dog racist? It is nice to have a game where you're playing as a non-human creature, but it is still really weird how you're playing as a human for like the first 5 seconds. And also the game is named after the human, so I'm presuming later on once we find her, she's going to be the protagonist again and we're not going to be the cool protagonist dog? That would be a shame. You can use this place to get back to Rosario and ask for help of finding Curly, who is apparently a cat. I cannot see it. It should be a memory teleportal. This is the only time I've ever seen teleportal used anywhere except in Dragon Quest. This is an intentional reference. Was that an intentional Final Fantasy reference? So it should be a memory teleportal north from here, and on the way I can check for the researcher's equipment, which is the first hallway on the left. Yeah, this does make me wonder if it's a game designed specifically for children, because it's being a bit hand-holdy on things. So it wasn't that hallway to the left, the next hallway to the left. This place is even more damp than I remembered. Oh, a chest. Yeah, you didn't need to tutorialize how to walk, how like literally he just said go left 5 seconds ago. And, oh, by the way, we have to go left. Oh, look, here's a chest. This is what you have to do to get a chest. This is definitely, it does give the vibe of this game is specifically for children. Even now, for people who aren't very familiar with RPGs. Crafting exists. Crafting exists. Let's try out our crafting while we're here. Gotta say the indicators aren't really very indicative. We cannot yet craft any things. Oh wow. Found an escape crystal. Escape. The escape crystal did get attached to my bomb, so I'm assuming if it doesn't appear on our bar, it's a crafting item. Okay. This is really ominous ass music. Coins. Points can be used to buy exclusive items in future. Ooh, we have customization of some kind of room. Yay! That's really nice. I would love to make a lovely little dream room for all my dream imaginary monsters. That's sweet. That's weird how those ones you walk over and you immediately pick them up. Everything else you have to click on them. But I guess it's maybe like a Mario reference? Is this game just like fusing every game together in this child's mind? I like those scrunkly fellows. You remind me of one of the guys from Jade Cocoon 2. Let's see what different skills we have. We just have no skills. We are again just going to be battling. Okay, so everything is some kind of phobia. I do not know what leporiphobia is. I should put up a translation note on like what they all mean when I get to them. I'll do research afterwards. Yeah, not very good start to the combat system, starting with just like bonk, and then we change the whole character entirely and also then just bonk. Wonder when we can start actually unlocking skills. This is it. This really is like a Kingdom Hearts reference. Like we've got healing orbs. If as few orbs. Oh, okay. So that's a shame. I had to see this tutorial by going into one to know that if you don't use healing orbs, you can get a special thing at the end. So you get a special ending if you don't use healing orbs. That is weird to have a tutorial saying don't use healing orbs, only appear after you've already used healing orbs. Okay, I guess this spider is not an actual interactable enemy. That's good, a game where spiders are friends. Can we move these around? Can we? No, we can't move around without getting them. Oh wow. So I guess maybe the tutorial orbs don't count in the don't use anybody end? Or maybe the only way to not use money is to not do the side quest for the guy and just go straight to your main objective. But then you wouldn't know you were supposed to do that because, again, you can't tell until you've picked one up. I do at least like that shatter effect. The start of the battle song reminds me of old school Final Fantasy. Was it Final Fantasy VI? Yeah, there's so many in the road and you can't possibly miss them. Again, has anyone actually ever managed to get the achievement for not getting any of these? Because I don't know how you could. Unless there is some kind of jump button we haven't been told about yet. Yay, scruggly friends! I do really like all the monster designs. It's a shame they're the enemies. Because, to be a little bit unfair for a second, I do think it's a shame that the one monster who's our protagonist is the least interesting monster design in the entire game so far. I hope we get Curly back and we can choose to have her be our protagonist. I don't know, I'm not personally a fan of furry designs myself. I'm more fond of, like, a demon thing which is apparently a cat. But I do have lots of friends who are furries, so maybe they'd like this game more than I would. God, this battle system is so fucking boring. It's such a shame that it's so visually interesting. I hope we get skills soon. Like really cool, unique hand-drawn sprites, cool 2D background, like, arena things, and all you just do is bonk. And every enemy seems to be acting exactly the same. You pick up the blue golden vase. I don't know what that means. I guess, is that a customization option for our furniture later? Small cave, okay. Are you where we need to go there? Okay, it's just another one where we, like, get even more coins. And we'll try and get coins while getting as least healings as possible. That's back where we already were. A little bit confusing in these environments, and then, like, stuff randomly blocking things off that doesn't really seem like it should be blocking things off. Okay, I guess the only way we can progress is getting more of these healing items. Oh, because we can pass through those if we just go slightly underneath them. That's a really non-indicative traffic. I thought that the entire path was blocked off. Can we get past this? Like, no, that's definitely blocked off. I just want to avoid as many battles as possible because they're just not very fun. If we get one level, we actually be able to do something. Intense music plays while I do absolutely nothing. There we go. Pick up the vintage bag. I'm presuming that's what we need to find. Let's see what else we got here before we go back. Oh, I don't want to fight you, you're so boring! I got an achievement for fighting 10 battles and I haven't got a level up once and I'm also not getting any skills. Like, the amount of speed it takes to get a level up should be, like, inversely proportional to how boring it is to not have any level ups. Have a golden ring, what does that do? Guess these are puzzle solving items. What does MO mean? Find a minor potion. Haven't needed to use a single one of them so far, so that's all we can find out. We just need to backtrack all the way back again. Which is going to be quite annoying because it is quite an awkward environment to go through. And why are there green bottles on the floor in this big ancient dungeon? There goes our timer. Yeah, I'll go back and I'll finish the side quest. I think I'm just going to stop. This isn't really grabbing me so far. That's a bit of a shame. Just critiques of it. I like the idea, like, hypothetically, of, like, going into someone's mind and having a mind dungeon and stuff, but it's been very unclear, and I don't know very much about the characters, and I don't have much reason to care about them, and the dialogue has been weirdly confusing, and we've changed protagonist twice, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if we're going to go back to the other protagonist or not. And again, we have no idea who Lily is or why we should care about Lily. She's just a kid, I guess. Also, it's a really boring first dungeon. But yeah, generally speaking, really great custom graphics, like hand-drawn everything, really visually impressive. We've got interesting mouse controls. I haven't commented too much on that because we've commented on, like, a few other have had a similar thing, but it's still really good. It's more well executed than Crudella's. Hello, Quest. Ah, you're still a living dog. There's such odd phrasings in this. Did you get our equipment? And it's lagged. Okay. Oh no, it's not lagged, we're on a selection bag. Okay. That's it, yes, you, my dog, are brilliant. I didn't know how you got past the creatures, but I thank you. I just bopped him on the head repeatedly. Like, I think you could have done that from the fact that I'm going in here with, like, no skills and I'm still fine. Now we can pack up and take off, finally. But you look tired. Talk to Ray, he'll give you some more healing items. I don't need them. I really don't need them. There was no challenge in any of that. How do I get skills? Yep, no skills. I guess now I just go back in and I go for the middle path this time. Okay, so I have to do some more puzzles to unlock it. I'm just going to save it and leave it here. I'm going to say this game is not my kind of thing. I'm going to look more into it on the Steam page and, like, find out more about it. Because I don't want to just leave a review on now, but just not my kind of thing. Like, for one, I'm just not personally into furry characters myself. I would have preferred to play as the other monster, who apparently is a cat but looks nothing like it. 2, it's really confusing and awkward. And 3, the battle system is really boring so far. I hope when it does open up later it'll actually be more interesting, but it was really weird to start the game with a choice of like, what elemental skills do you want? And then you start battling and you don't have any elemental skills. Also, it's really weird to start the game with a choice of like, what design do you want for the protagonist? And then you start the game and you don't have the protagonist. Many odd choices, but the one choice I do like is that the spiders are friends. Okay, looking on the Steam page, it says that this is going to be about venturing into the darkness and battling fearsome literary foes from various fairy tales and old novels, like Jekyll and Hyde, The Headless Horseman, and Dracula. So that's a cool idea. Don't really know what it has to do about dreams. I guess she likes books a lot. It's a sugar-coated adventure with a dark interior, so there is going to be some darker themes later on. That's weird because it did seem very much like a child game. Oh, so cool, so we do actually get like a continuing party of more funny monster characters, that's good. That's one thing that really does appeal to me. And it seems that Faith stays as a protagonist for the rest of the game. That's really weird. You were only asked to customize Lily at the start. Also, we can customize our own house. That's really cool. I do like that feature. I do want to make a lovely little home for all our lovely little creatures. Okay, it reiterates in the description there are going to be some dark themes later on. Again, does not explain what they are, but it says, the most sinister corners of the human psyche. Charming facades mask profound mature themes. And it also says there's a prequel, so presumably maybe the prequel is necessary to understand what the hell is going on. Maybe that's why the lore of what is actually happening was put away in the quest, because it assumed you'd already know. What comes immediately to mind is a summation of the story's concept. It's the characters from preschool sing-along videos being thrown to Middle-earth and asked to defeat Lord Sauron by way of the horror shelf of your local DVD rental store. Indie Game Magazine, that's a really excellent review. Also, that's a really excellent looking skeleton dragon. Apparently the battles get fast-paced later on, I guess. Apparently you'll get unforgettable characters later on, I guess. That's the prequel, and it looks like a totally different art style. Here's a review that I do agree with. I didn't want to dislike this game so much. Everything except the game parts are alright. The story, character, music, etc. is all on the better side of what I personally experienced, but everything except the gameplay. Mechanically, it ranges from purely generic to frustratingly janky. It's just too much of a hassle to play for me to recommend, even if it has a sincere charm to it. That's the opinion I've had so far with what I've seen of it. I don't know if it does get better later on. Lots of positive reviews that seem to be saying it does get better on. This review says that the battle does not get very, very good again for a long time. It says the first half hour you don't get another skill, and then when you get a skill it's just another physical attack, and it's very tedious and takes a long time to start actually getting more skills. That sucks. The 4 elemental system, there is no indicator what on earth element any enemy has, and you're also asked to choose really early in the game, and yeah. Also, apparently, if you choose Thunder element early on, you're totally screwed over because the first 2 bosses are completely immune to Thunder. I guess once I got Lily back, I would have been punished for picking the cool trousers. Also, many reviews also remarking on how it reminded them of Kingdom Hearts, but for about classical stories rather than Disney movies. And I can't believe I didn't realise that when I saw it, when I saw it was saying about classical stories. That actually makes it all more interesting in retrospect. So yeah, there are quite a few reviews saying like both the same as what I said, and ones that are totally opposite of what I said. They said it does get better later on, but it does seem this game is like pretty long, like especially for an RPGMaker. 17.9 hours is pretty long. Other people have been saying 20 or 25. So I really don't feel like personally I care enough about it to invest like over 10 hours into finding out if it gets better later on. It's just, it immediately didn't appeal very much to me, aside from the fact that you do have monster party members, but in the main one it's just not a design I like, so, I've already got enough games to play for this marathon. I'm not going to commit so much to a game which just, right from the beginning, it wasn't my kind of thing. But I can definitely say this game doesn't seem objectively bad in any way, it's just entirely down to personal taste. But one genuine complaint I do have is if it is mixing like really, really dark themes with like deliberately childish themes, then there is no excuse for why the gameplay seemed to be like very like, this is baby's first JRPG, I'm going to explain to you what everything means, you're not going to get an actual skill until multiple hours into the game, and like, that made me think it was just genuinely aimed at children. This review says aside from the first puzzle, the game is actually good. I do wonder whether I'm maybe being a bit too harsh because I'm playing this game close to the end of the marathon. Like, a lot of the good points it has here I've already seen in other games which also had other things in them that I preferred. If I'm rating this against like the ones I played right at the beginning, it's definitely night and day. This is outstanding. But now I'm getting a bit fatigued, and I'm towards the end, and I'm not like spoiled for choice and clinging to any kind of small good thing as like the best possible game ever. It's not a bad game, it's just around the average mark for the 40 or so I've played so far. Editing is in months later. Pete's Dragon, that's what she reminds me of.